speed ranking every single knife skin. Let's just get right into it. Reaver knife, God tier. Next, I want to say ass. Ass is the default skin. How much? It's ass. I don't know. Another battle pass skin, I want to say ass. BLASTX knife, I want to say a little bit under God tier. I like the pull-out animation. I think every part of the skin is nice except for the colorway. I'm just not a big fan of this, like, you know, kid-ish, I don't know, Buzz Lightyear type of knife. Next knife, I'm pretty sure this is a Ruination knife. I want to say mid. I think it's too big. There are other knives that are better than this. Next, we have the worst KARAMBIT in the game, the KATRINA knife. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. It's like there's way more better knives than this. The Celestial Fan. This is easily one of the best skins in the game. The pull-out animation is nice. I really like this skin a lot. I'm gonna put this in gold tier. Next, we have the Champions 2021 KARAMBIT. I think this skin is God tier. I personally don't have it. It's a really nice skin. It's never gonna come out ever again. Every part of the skin is nice. I just wish it had more variants. I feel like I would get bored of the gold too quickly, but that's just me. Next, we have the Ego knife. I want to say mid. The Elder Flame dagger. Oh my god, this is easily God tier. I feel like the knife being constantly on fire is really dope. I'm gonna have to put this skin in God tier. Next, we have the Forsaken Ritual Blade. Now, this skin is really nice. I like every part of the skin. There's just one thing, the color. For some reason, I just don't like the green. I feel like this skin, like purple or like red would be freaking sick. But like, I'm just not a big fan of the green. Like the glowing on it is nice. It's just like the inside, it just feels so off. I don't know. That's probably just me. Another Battle Pass knife. I'm pretty sure this knife is a little bit better than the other Battle Pass knives. I'm gonna put this one in mid. Next, we have the GLITCHPOP axe. I want to say a little bit under God tier. It's a really nice knife. The pull-out animation is sick. This is not a bad knife, but I'm pretty sure there's better knives than this one. Next, we have the GLITCHPOP dagger. I think this skin should be in God tier. Every part of the skin is nice. I'm just not a big fan of the colorway, but that's just me. I don't like the pink, and I don't know. It just doesn't suit my type when it comes to skins. Next, we have the dildo skin. Now, a lot of people hate this knife, but I personally think this skin should be in God tier. I freaking love the pull-out animation for this skin. The sounds is really nice as well. It's not a bad knife. Next, we have the Ion Energy Sword. I don't want to put this in God tier, maybe in mid. I guess you could say the skin is alright. I don't know. It's like, there's way better knife skins than this. Now, we have the K-Tag Blade. I want to say mid or a little bit under mid. Again, this is a Battle Pass knife, and Battle Pass skins could only go so far. Next, we have the LUXE knife. I'm not a big fan of it. The colorway, The shape of it, I'm not a big fan either. I want to say this is like a little bit under mid or probably even like trash. The MAGEPUNK knife. I feel like this knife is really good. I like the pull-out animation for this knife. It's not a bad knife. I'm gonna have to put this a little bit under God tier, but nonetheless a really good knife. Next, we have the MAGEPUNK Gauntlet. Overall, really good knife. Again, same thing, a little bit under God tier. Next, we have the Nebula knife. It's just a reskin of the normal knife. I'm not a big fan. I want to say like mid or a little bit under mid. Next, we have the Ion Claw. I really like this skin a lot. I have to put this skin in God tier. The pull-out is sick. When you knife, it's sick. It's just a really good knife. Next, we have the Protractor knife. Again, I want to say mid. I don't want to say this is God tier. We're just leaving the skin in mid. Next, we have the whatever this skin is. I'm gonna have to put this skin in ass. I just don't like the green mixed with the yellow. I don't know. It's a really bad looking knife. Next, we have the newest knife that's out. The Personal Administrative Melee Unit. What's that? That's a weird ass skin for a knife. But looking at it, I think this knife is pretty sick. The inspect on it is really nice. I feel like the pullout is really nice as well. It has like a weird animation to it. And I'm liking the variants as well. I feel like the variants are really nice as well. Next, we have the Prime Axe. I'm gonna have to put this in mid. After that, we have the Prime 2.0 KARAMBIT. I think the skin should be in God tier or a little bit under God tier because there's better KARAMBITs now. Overall, a really good knife. You can't go wrong with this knife. Next, we have the Prism Axe. I'm gonna have to put this a little bit under mid. Next, we have the Prime Knife. Again, same thing, a little bit under mid or probably ass. The Prosperity Sword. I think this skin is nice. I'm gonna have to put it mid though. I feel like it's just too bright or like a little bit too chromy, I guess. I don't know. And then we have the Baseball Bat. I think this knife doesn't even belong in Valorant. I don't know. It's just not my taste when it comes to being in the game. I'm gonna have to put it mid. I'm just not a big fan of, like, I just feel like this knife doesn't fit in the game well. But that's just me. Next, we have the Butterfly Knife. Now, obviously, this is the best butterfly knife in the game. I just don't like the variants of this knife. It's just screaming Call of Duty for some reason. The best variant is probably the red one, but I'm just not a big fan of the colorway. I feel like they could have done a way better job. Next, we have the Relic of the Sentinel. I think this is a mid skin. I don't know. I feel like it's too bulky and big. Next, we have the RGX Blade. I think the pull-out animation for this, like when it's maxed out, is really nice. I have to put this skin in God tier. Next, we have the Ruin Dagger. I think this should be in God tier or a little bit under God tier. Now, this is a Battle Pass knife, and you could only go so far with Battle Pass knives. I wish there was more variants for this knife. This knife is actually really nice. It looks really good. But if they had different colors, this would easily be like fully in God tier. Next, we have the Singularity knife. I think this, I don't know if this deserves a God tier, a little bit under God tier maybe. It's a really good knife nonetheless, but I don't know. Next, we have the SMITE knife. I'm just not a big fan. It looks bad. There's like no animation to it. They could have really made this skin really nice. If it was like glowing with electricity, like constantly maybe. Again, it's a reskin of like the normal knife. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to put this a little bit under mid. Next, we have the snowball wand. I'm gonna put this in mid. Next, we have the song steel knife. I'm gonna have to put this in ass. I just don't like the handle. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of like wooden, like, I don't know, parts of skins. Next, we have the Sovereign sword. I think this deserves God tier. Every part of this knife is really nice. Next, we have the Spline dagger, mid or like a little bit under mid. I don't know. It's just not my type when it comes to skin. Oh my god. Next, we got the Valorant Go knife. This knife is really good. I like the pull-out animation for this skin. I feel like every part of the skin is really nice, easily in God tier. Again, if they had more variants, maybe like different agents, I feel like this knife would be really sick. But yeah, on to the next knife. The most recent Battle Pass knife, I want to say mid or a little bit under mid. I honestly haven't seen this knife in game, but there are better knives than this. Next, we got the Waveform. I'm just not a big fan. I don't know. I just don't like the shape, or like, I feel like this belongs in mid. When you think of a knife, you don't think of something like this. Next, we got the Candy Cane. I want to say mid. I don't know. It's just fucking candy cane. Like, again, this is just like a fun knife. It's not like, you know, meant to be like an actual knife. So yeah, like if you're into this, like, I mean, good for you, I guess. I don't know. Next, we have the Euro butterfly knife. I want to say mid. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. Butterfly knives in general are really nice in terms of animation, but I guess I'm just not a big fan of the colorway, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That pretty much sums up every single knife skin. Obviously, you guys are going to have different opinions, so feel free to like put them in the comments. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. So if you guys have stuck around to the end, thank you so much, guys. Feel free to follow.